from St. Petersburg, Florida. Defensive lineman and team captain, number 4, Jerson Newton. From St. Louis, Missouri, greeted by parents Ashley and Linda. Wide receiver and team captain, number 1, Isaiah Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Illinois football senior class.
The seniors here in Champaign are getting recognized here on Senior Day at Memorial Stadium. It is a 40-degree afternoon in Champaign, and the Illinois Fighting Illini are looking to become bowl eligible and retain the Land of Lincoln Trophy for a third straight season as they welcome an in-state rival, Northwestern, who became bowl eligible last weekend with their win over Purdue, 23-15 over the Boilermakers last week. For the Illini, fell to the Iowa Hawkeyes, 15-13 in Iowa City for the Hawkeyes Senior Day, a game where they let up the lead in the fourth quarter. Iowa scored a touchdown to end up winning the game with just over 4 minutes to play. Northwestern looking to come in and spoil Illinois' season and spoil Senior Day. Brett Bielema hoping to get the Illini back to a bowl game for the second straight year, the first time the Illini will have done so after they're able to win this game since 2010-2011, where they went to back-to-back bowl games. So it has been a long time for this Illinois program since the last time they went to a bowl game. Northwestern has been nothing shy of incredible for what they expected to accomplish this season. 6-5 after the whole scandal this past summer with the hazing allegations and the firing of head coach Pat Fitzgerald, who was at Northwestern for 20-plus seasons, and it's pretty remarkable what this Wildcat team has been able to accomplish this whole year as they are taking the field here at Memorial Stadium. Just over 4 minutes to go until kickoff here. David Braun, who started the year as interim head coach with the Wildcats, now has been named the head man for Northwestern moving forward. His interim title got removed, and in my opinion, rightfully so. What he has done with this program is incredible. To take a 1-11 team to 6 wins in just one season it's incredible. So Northwestern made the 2.5-hour trip down from Evanston and are looking to spoil the Illini season while winning the hat back. The Lincoln Trophy, of course, if you have not seen it, it is this hat. It's a top hat. It's a top hat on a square platform, I guess you would call it. Pretty cool looking trophy. I've had the chance to hold it before being a student here at Illinois. The two teams are now meeting at midfield as the coin toss is just about to be determined. The captains of each team shaking hands. For Illinois, the captains Tip Ryman, Johnny Newton, Keith Randolph, and Tariq Barnes. For Northwestern, Bryce Gallagher is down there, one of their senior linebackers. Josh Preeb, left guard for Northwestern, a senior guard. Charlie Mangieri, one of the tight ends for Northwestern, also down there.
To all those who observe our nation, Illini football and naval
And the coin toss has been determined. The teams are shaking hands at midfield. The other captain for Northwestern was running back Cam Porter.
Ladies and gentlemen, makes the dogs for Staff Sergeant Kim Alexander.
And we're just about to get underway here from Champaign. They are honoring the hero of the game here. We're just about to get underway from Champaign here at Memorial Stadium. The last time that I, as a student, will be in attendance of a football game my college tenure. Pretty emotional day. It is senior day after all, and I am a senior here, so technically this does apply to me as well. I've been covering the Illinois football team up in the press box the past 2 seasons. Now I have the chance to call this game here on this YouTube channel today. Senior day for members of the Marching Illini, the Illinettes, cheerleaders, the football team, and any senior who is in attendance today. Most students still are not back from Thanksgiving break yet. Block I, not very populated. Attendance, it looks like, give or take, roughly half of what we saw against Indiana. Can't really expect too much in that category, but Northwestern is going to be kicking it off to Illinois. So the Illini and John Paddock and company will start with the ball. Kicking off for the Wildcats is their place kicker, Jack Olson. Back deep for Illinois, Hank Beatty and Kenari Wilcher. The Illini are fired up on their sidelines. They're all huddled up, jamming to the tunes here at Memorial Stadium. As Olson gets prepared to kick it off. Northwestern, all whites and purple helmets. Illinois in orange helmets, orange bottoms, and blue tops. Olson kicks it away. Hammer off from Champaign. To return is Kenari Wilcher. Takes from the 5-yard line. He's got some space. He gets up the middle and gets out to about the Illinois 28-yard line. Nice little return of 23 yards for Kenari Wilcher. And that will set up John Paddock and company right before the Illinois 30. And it will be placed at the 28-yard line. So John Paddock and company coming off the game against Iowa last weekend. Not the greatest offensive performance. John Paddock playing for the second time here at Memorial Stadium. Handoff to Reggie Love III. He'll get about a yard on a outside run. Not much doing there for Reggie Love, the junior running back from St. Louis, Missouri. Second and 9 for Illinois from the Illinois 29-yard line. John Paddock in shotgun with Reggie Love to his right. Isaiah Williams comes in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Williams, a pitch forward. So it's going to be a completed pass. Williams making defenders miss. And he'll pick up a few yards. And won't be able to get to the first down marker, but he'll pick up about 3 or 4. So that'll set up a 3rd and medium for the Illini. John Paddock, last time he played here, or last time the Illini just played here in general, was the 48-point performance in the overtime winner against the Indiana Hoosiers. That was an electric affair. John Paddock set the Memorial Stadium passing record for a single game. 507 yards and then 4 touchdowns to go along with it. Shotgun on 3rd and 5. Paddock looks over the middle. He has Pat Bryant, but Pat Bryant is going to be taken down at the 31. The first Wildcat to get there was Xander Mueller. And the Illini are going to go 3 and out. Xander Mueller making a nice stop right away on the crossing route by Pat Bryant. Xander Mueller, who is second on the team for the Wildcats in total tackles with 93, has 51 solo tackles, which actually leads the team. And one of the star linebackers getting the job done for the Wildcats on to punt for Illinois is Hugh Robertson. Robertson's kick has some distance to it. And it is going to be caught, but in risky fashion there by A.J. Henning. the Michigan transfer from Frankfort, Illinois, who has come into a returning role with the Wildcats. But the Wildcat defense getting the job done right away. And now they will take the field led behind quarterback Ben Bryant, the sixth-year senior, and transfer from both Eastern Michigan and Cincinnati. 6'3", 220 quarterback from LaGrange, Illinois. Went to Lyons High School in LaGrange. Bryant takes the snap. It's a handoff to Cam Porter, and he will get nowhere. Stuffed up. Oh, actually end up getting a handful of yards. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything at first, but then he gets carried along by the Northwestern offensive line, and Keith Randolph was the first line to get to him, but what looked like it could have been a stop at the line of scrimmage ended up as a 4-yard rush, so 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. Ben Bryant alone in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He looks to his right, throws over to A.J. Henning, but that one will not go much of anywhere. A.J. Henning will pick up 1, maybe 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and short for the Wildcats. 3rd and 4, it looks like they're going to spot it as. And yes, it will be 3rd and 4 for the Northwestern Wildcats. Illinois looking for a stop on its first defensive possession. Ben Bryant still joining the backfield with Cam Porter. He'll look to his left. He's going to throw it to Henning. And Henning will be stopped just shy of the marker. Looked like they're going to call it incomplete. They're going to call it incomplete. He never had full possession of the ball, so that is going to be a 3-and-out for the Wildcats as well, as Ben Bryant tried to find A.J. Henning but had no luck. So both teams go 3-and-out in their first offensive possessions. And here comes the Wildcats punt team. Back there is Hunter Renner for the Wildcats. And then back deep to return for Illinois is Isaiah Williams, one of the shiftiest punt returners in the Big Ten. High kick from Renner. Isaiah Williams calls fair catch, and he has it at the 25. That is where Illinois will take back over. So both teams go 3-and-out in their first possessions, and we're still notched up at 0 with 11:45 left to go in the first quarter. Illinois will be back on offense after this short break.
UC is excited to introduce today's Kickoff.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Illini from its own 25-yard line. Northwestern defense has taken the field, and here come the Illini once again. On that first drive, not much going for Illinois. Like mentioned, a 3-and-out. Gain a total of 6 yards. Only one rush.
First down and 10 for the Illini.
Only one rushing yard on a couple of rushes for Reggie Love, who is the man in the backfield right next to John Paddock to his right. Paddock takes a snap for the shotgun, handoff to Reggie Love, goes to his left, cuts back up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 4 for Reggie Love. Not a bad rush there for Reggie Love III. And now John Paddock will be joined by Isaiah Williams in the backfield as Reggie Love will go to the sideline. 2nd and 6 for the Illini. John Paddock once again in shotgun. John Paddock over the middle, and it's intercepted off the hands of Hank Beatty. Northwestern has it, and there to pick it off was Jaheim Joseph for the Wildcats. Jaheim Joseph, his first interception of the season. Just bad luck there. Hank Beatty tried to make a grab, but it goes right into the waiting arms of Jaheim Joseph. That is a costly mistake for Illinois that sets up Northwestern right outside of the red zone. So Northwestern will 1st and 10 from the Illinois 26-yard line. Ben Bryant and company set up very nicely now to try and take an early lead here. 11:09 left to go in the first quarter. Northwestern set up nicely on offense. Bryant looks to his left. He'll dump it down to Cam Porter. Cam Porter will pick up 5 on the first down play. Cam Porter very elusive out of the backfield as well. Had caught 17 passes going into this game today. Total of 91 yards, and also has a touchdown out of the backfield as well. And he'll catch the pass there from Ben Bryant, who's now 2 for 3, as we have an injured Illini on the play. Down there was Taz Nicholson, but he's back on his feet. Good sight to see for Taz Nicholson, the native of Jacksonville, Florida, the junior defensive back. There's not really any positions for these Illinois DBs. Aaron Henry, the defensive coordinator, loves to just call them DBs because they can play every position that is in the secondary. They can play cornerback, they can play safety, they can pretty much, any of these guys can really play anywhere that Aaron Henry asks them to. So he hates I should say hates, he doesn't like the term cornerback and safety. He just likes the term DB. So, going to go into a short break as the injury timeout will sideline the teams for a moment. So we'll be right back. Second and 4 coming up for the Wildcats from the Illinois 20-yard line. They are just about to enter the red zone. Replacing Nicholson in the secondary looks to be Zachary Toby. Ben Bryant in the shotgun once again, joined alongside by Cam Porter. Handoff to Porter on the inside. He is going to have the first down, and a couple more yards after that, he'll get to the Illinois 14 on a gain of 6. Tackle by Dillian Rosiak, the first Illini to get to Cam Porter. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they are knocking on the door to try and take an early lead here. Illinois' defense looking for a stand off the turnover. Turnovers have cost the Illini so many points this season. Go back to the game against Penn State where Luke Altmaier threw 4 interceptions. Penn State just capitalized on all those missed opportunities for Illinois. QB keeper for a inserted quarterback into the game for Northwestern. It's Lawson. Gets brought down by Zachary Toby. So now I'll just go back to Ben Bryant, but there on the carry was Jack Losh, the 3rd-string quarterback. And now Ben Bryant will go right back under center, joined by Cam Porter still in the backfield. 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. It's a fake handoff to Porter. Crossing routes. Ben Bryant's going for the end zone. It is over the extended arms of Bryce Kurtz. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Bryant wanted Kurtz in the back of the end zone, one of his favorite targets. Guy who's caught 40 passes for 589 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. Bryce Kurtz. Reminder, last year Illinois won this matchup 41-3, and then the year before that was 48-17. So Northwestern is coming in with a bit of a chip on their shoulders, trying to get back and make a name for themselves in this rivalry. And they're certainly a much better team than they have been the past 2 seasons combined. 3rd and 6 for Ben Bryant and company. He's joined by Cam Porter still in the backfield, 3 to his left. He's going to look left. He has time. He's going to throw to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by Northwestern. And it's Cam Johnson who has it in the area of the orange turf. So Northwestern scores their first touchdown against Illinois since the game 2 years ago here at Memorial Stadium. And they find themselves up 6-0, potentially up 7-0 after the extra point by Jack Olson will be attempted here in just a moment. But what a grab. Great ball there from Ben Bryant to put it right into the end zone where he placed Cam Johnson. Get to it. Cam Johnson, the 6-foot receiver from Nashville, Tennessee, a transfer from Arizona State, has his 5th touchdown of the season receiving-wise, and Ben Bryant has thrown his 10th passing touchdown. Jack Olson lining up for the extra point. After the 10-yard score between Bryant and Johnson, and it's 7-0 Northwestern. So the Wildcats take advantage of the early Illinois turnover, and they'll find themselves up 7-0. Points off turnovers are always key, no matter who you are, what team you're playing. And the Wildcats are now on top here on the road. 5-play, 26-yard drive, 2 minutes and 15 seconds for Northwestern. And it ends on a Bryant to Johnson connection in the end zone. 7-0 Northwestern here with 8:54 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back from Memorial. Northwestern taking early advantage of the Big Ten's 11th ranked scoring defense in the Illini. Allow an average of 28 points per game, and Northwestern is already a fourth of the after their first touchdown. Once again, Ben Bryant found Cam Johnson in the end zone from 10 yards out. Beautiful strike between quarterback and receiver. And now Jack Olson is going to send it off for Northwestern once again. Still back for Illinois, Hank Beatty and Kenari Wilcher. And the kick is up from Olson. It's going to go into the end zone. Wilcher has it. He's going to bring it out from the goal line. Wilcher out to the 20 and tackled by the legs by Northwestern's Evan Smith. Nice tackle there from Smith, who was able to bring down Wilcher right away. So 1st and 10 from the 19 for Illinois. Evan Smith got in there right away and made quick work of that tackle. John Paddock takes the shotgun snap on 1st down, handoff to Reggie Love. He'll cut it back up the middle, get a couple, set up 2nd and 8. So Reggie Love still not really able to find much flow yet out of the backfield.
3-yard gain to play.
They're going to call it a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for Illinois. Up tempo they go. Paddock hands it off to Love once again. He'll gain about 4. So that'll bring up a 3rd and short for Illinois. They have not converted a 3rd down yet.
On the tackle. 4-yard gain to play. 3rd down and 3 for the Illini.
The second chance to convert a 3rd down here for Illinois as they look to earn their first down of the game. Paddock still in the shotgun. Motioning Isaiah Williams to his left. So 3 receivers to his left now. Paddock will look that way. He'll throw it over the middle to Tip Ryman. And Ryman will have a 1st down.
First down.
So 5-yard passing catch between Paddock and Ryman will give the Illini their first down of the game. Reset the chains, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the Illinois 31. Paddock sends Williams in motion once again. It's a handoff to Reggie Love, who cuts it back up the middle. He'll have a nice gain here. Looks like he got about 6 or 7 on the play. They're going to give him 7 yards there, so it'll be a second. Well, they're going to give him 6 yards, rather.
5-yard gain to play.
So it'll be 2nd and a long 4. They're going to call it a 2nd and 5, as in fact. So 2nd and medium for Illinois. It looks more so like a long 4 to me. Paddock, pitch to Love. Really getting a lot of early work here, and Love is stopped right at the line of scrimmage after the pitch to the left. Nothing doing for Love as the Wildcats' defensive line gets there right away. The combination of P.J. Spencer Jalen Pate got there. P.J. Spencer and Najee Story, rather. 3rd and 5 for Illinois. Paddock looks to his right, has Pat Bryant past the sticks, and he will have a 1st down. 10-yard reception between John Paddock and Pat Bryant. And that'll spot the Illini at their own 46-yard line. So slowly moving down the field after a couple of 1st downs now is Illinois. 1st and 10. Paddock looks to his right, finds Bryant once again for a gain of 6.
Paddock's pass complete to Pat Bryant.
Or gain of 5, rather. So 2nd and 5 once again. Some nice medium yardage to start out once again on this drive. And the Illini are into Northwestern territory. 2nd and 5 from the Northwestern 49. Just under 5:30 to play here in the first quarter. John Paddock joined in the backfield by Nick Fidanzo. Or Aiden Laufrey, rather. And Aiden Lawfrey will pick up a nice chunk of yardage. Aiden Lawfrey, first game back from injury. Thought he was going to be out for the season potentially, but able to recover from that knee injury. So great to see Aiden Lawfrey back in the lineup. The redshirt freshman running back. And he picks up a nice gain of yards there. 17 yards for Lawfrey in his first game back from injury. The Illini have 1st and 10 at the Northwestern 32. John Paddock in the shotgun once again, handoff to Lawfrey. And he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Stopped by Carmine Bastone for Northwestern. Got right past the Illini line of scrimmage. Or the Illini offensive lineman front. 2nd and 9 for Illinois. John Paddock now joined by Reggie Love in the backfield. Paddock, shotgun snap. He's looking to his right, has Love out of the backfield. Love has some space. Love is going to get out to near the first down marker and will be marked out about a yard or two short. They're going to say about a yard and a half short, so it's going to be a 3rd and 1 coming up for Illinois, but a nice check down out of the backfield as Reggie Love ran a little running back bubble outside. And Illinois is knocking on the red zone. They're at Northwestern's 23-yard line. Third and 1. And it is a ball that gets lost for a second. Not handled well off the snap, and that is going to be a costly mistake for Illinois. That's going to lose the yardage on the 3rd down play, and they're going to have to send out the field goal team. John Paddock was not ready for that snap. And thankfully for Illinois, they were just able to get that back. That could have written disaster for Illinois. That could have resulted in a plus yardage turnover, which would not have been good. But Caleb Griffin is going to come on for a field goal. It's a pretty long one. He's kicking from the 32. So a 42-yard attempt for Griffin. The kick is up. It has the distance, and it is through the uprights and good. So Caleb Griffin knocks it through, and Illinois is on the board for the first time today. So Illinois still able to get some points after what could have resulted in a costly mistake. But instead, Caleb Griffin knocks through the uprights from 42 yards out. And the score is now 7-3. Illinois goes 12 plays, 57 yards in 6 minutes, and find themselves on the board. 7-3 with Northwestern getting the ball back when we come back from Memorial Stadium. Seven to 3, the Wildcats Northwestern lead the Illinois Fighting Illini, but the Illini find themselves on the board for the first time today after the field goal drive Took them 57 yards down the field. And the reliable Caleb Griffin, the fifth-year senior who got on today, a part of Senior Day, knocks it through the uprights. For what was his 12th field goal of the season. David Alano kicks off for Illinois. He sends it deep, but it is receivable for A.J. Henning. Henning has it. Henning has room on the outside. He'll be brought down. At about the 25-yard line, they're going to mark him closer to the 30. 24-yard return for Henning. And he'll get it out to the 27 of Northwestern. He was brought down by Luke Zardzin of the Illini on special teams. Ben Bryant back in shotgun. Handoff to Henning, who came in motion, and he won't have much. He'll get to the 31. Which will actually end up in a gain of 5 yards for Henning. A couple of Illini are slow to get up here. Tariq Barnes was slow to get up at first. Don't have the angle on who the injured Illini is at the moment. After the 5-yard rush by A.J. Henning. Looks like that's actually Miles Scott down for Illinois. One of the starting defensive backs. That would not be something you'd like to see for Aaron Henry's defense. Never like to see anyone get hurt, of course. But if Miles Scott is injured, it's certainly not a good sign for the depth of Aaron Henry's secondary. Or it's actually Xavier Scott, rather. Not Miles Scott, Xavier Scott. But still, same thing applies to Xavier Scott. He's still a very important part of that Illinois secondary. He's still slow to get up. So while Xavier Scott takes his time, we'll step aside real fast. Northwestern will have 2nd and 5 when we come back. Xavier Scott not able to get off on his own power, had to be helped off. He was hobbling without the use of his left leg, so it appears to be a left leg injury. That's all we'll say about that. But 2nd and long 5 coming for the Wildcats. It is a quarterback keeper once again by Lausch. And Lausch will get about 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Northwestern as Lausch returns to the sidelines. Ben Bryant will be the quarterback once again. Northwestern, you might even see a little bit of Brendan Sullivan in this game as well, but Lausch will come in specifically for quarterback keeper plays. Ben Bryant's not the most mobile quarterback out of the backfield. And it's going to be a flag throw and false start on Northwestern. So that'll take it from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7. And the Wildcats will go from 3rd and short to 3rd and a long. I guess technically 3rd and 7 is medium. So false start on the Wildcats.
After the penalty, it's 3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7 for Northwestern. Ben Bryant has to air this one out, try and pick up the first down for Northwestern. Bryant will look to his right first. Looks back to his left. He's under pressure. Johnny Newton gets home. Johnny Newton, celebrating Senior Day, brings down Ben Bryant, but hold on, there is a penalty flag in the secondary. There's a penalty flag in the secondary. It looks like it's going against the Illini. Johnny Newton got to Ben Bryant and sacked him, but it is not going to stand. It's going to be a penalty on the Illini in the secondary. Crowd is not happy, but Tyler Strain is going to be called for a holding penalty, which will revive the Northwestern drive. So instead of what would have been a 4th down after the sack by Newton and Northwestern having to punt it back to Illinois, they are going to have 1st and 10 from the Northwestern 40. And a reset of downs. Ben Bryant looks to pass. It's a dump down.
Pass complete to Raymond Monroe.
Raymond Monroe on the reception for Northwestern.
9-yard gain on the play.
9 yards on the quick throw. And Ben Bryant is going to keep it himself. Talks about him not being the most mobile quarterback, but he is able to escape there. Illinois is not ready for the read option. That's going to be an easy 1st down for Northwestern. So all of a sudden they find themselves in Illinois territory instead of having a punt, thanks to the defensive penalty on Tyler Strain of Illinois. Ben Bryant will just chuck it down to the side. That ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage, and Ben Bryant was still in the pocket. And they're not going to call intentional grounding? Tyler Strain is running back to the end zone. I'm not too sure how that's not intentional grounding. That ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. And Ben Bryant was still very much in the pocket as the ball is on the left hashes right now.
There was a receiver.
They're going to say that Bryce Kurtz was in the area of the throw. I can't say I agree with that call.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Well, Northwestern catches the break. Brett Bielema is furious on the sidelines about that, and in my opinion, he has a reason to be that. So now Illinois is going to call a timeout. Illinois is going to call their first timeout. It's first timeout of the first half here. As Bielema is still just getting in the referee's faces on the sidelines. He clearly is not happy about that last call, but out of the timeout, it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. This will be a quick one. Bielema just furious about that non-call, the intentional grounding there. Second and 10. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Ben Bryant's going to be alone in the shotgun. Second and 10 for Northwestern. 2 to Bryant's left, 3 to his right. He's going to look to his left. Has Cam Johnson over the middle, and Cam Johnson's going to have a first down. A skinny post route by Cam Johnson will pick up a nice yardage for Northwestern. A gain of about 15 there for Northwestern will bring them down near the Illinois red zone. They're going to have 1st and 10 from the Illinois 26 when the second quarter starts, when Northwestern is feeding off that defensive holding call against Tyler Strain. All of a sudden, they are within scoring range once again. Northwestern 7, Illinois 3 after 1 here from Memorial Stadium. We'll be right back.
Use the bin.
Bring the action.
Second quarter underway here from Memorial Stadium in Champaign on this chilly Saturday afternoon. The final Saturday of the College Football regular season. Can't believe we're already here. But Illinois needs this win to become bowl eligible, while Northwestern is looking to spoil Senior Day here in Champaign and win back the hat for the first time in 3 years. 1st and 10 for the Illinois 26 for the Wildcats. It's a handoff up the middle for Northwestern. Anthony Tice, the third, has a big hole, and he's down to the Illinois 8-yard line. Northwestern on the verge of going up 14-3 here. Anthony Tice bursted through a big hole in the Illinois defensive line. And Tice came in with 39 rushes for 172 yards this season. He's going to take the shot, a snap out of the shotgun. He goes to his right. He has a hole. He's going to be marked down at the 1. So a shotgun snap that turned to a Wildcat play for Anthony Tice III brings him down to the 1. A 7-yard rush for Tice, and Northwestern is looking to go 14-3 here. Well, 13-3, then it would be 14-3, of course. Second and goal from the 1 for the Wildcats. Ben Bryant in the shotgun, handoff to Tice. He's into the end zone. And Northwestern is making a statement so far here early on this Saturday. Anthony Tice runs it out from a yard out, and 3 plays where Tice got the ball each time. Northwestern finds itself in the end zone.
Jack Olson in to attempt the extra point.
26 yards rushing on the last 3 plays for Tice. And Jack Olson is going to try to make this a 14-3 ball game. And he has. 14-3 Northwestern.
Northwestern 14.
Illinois has to find some answers. John Paddock and company need to find the end zone this next drive, it feels like. Especially with Northwestern getting the ball first in the second half. 13:43 to go in the second quarter, and the Wildcats came to play today. They're up 14-3 here at Memorial Stadium. Northwestern is going to give its best effort to try and make sure Illinois does not get into a bowl game. They find themselves up 14-3 As the second quarter has just started here in Champaign, Illinois has to find some answers to what Northwestern has been doing so far. Their offense has been seemingly effortless, finding gaps in the run game. Ben Bryant's finding his main targets in Kurtz and Johnson very often, and the Wildcats have come to play on this Saturday. Kenari Wilcher to return the kickoff once again. He's out to the 30, has a hole. He's got some room. He's out to the 40, and he's dragged down to 43. Nice return there from Kenari Wilcher. Just over a 40-yard return for one of the Illini's young wide receivers, and they're going to mark it at the 43.
36 yards on the return.
They're going to call it a 36-yard return. Well, that should set up the Illini nicely on offense. So John Paddock and company have a great opportunity to make it a short field. They only need to go 57 yards to score a touchdown. It feels like this is the drive to punch through for the first time for the Illini. John Paddock has Reggie Love to his left. Handoff to Love. Love goes up the middle, and it looks like he'll pick up about 4 yards on the carry. They're going to stop him at the Illinois 47, brought down by a horde of Northwestern defenders. Bastone and P.J. Spencer were there up the middle to bring him down. 2nd and 6 for Illinois. John Pack's going to send Love in motion. John Pack's looking to his right. He's going to scramble, throws it across his body into the middle of the field is Isaiah Williams, and he will have the first down. Isaiah Williams, his first reception of the game. John Paddock finds his favorite target. So Isaiah Williams
Garnett Hollis in on the tackle.
will pick up the first down for Illinois. His second reception of the game, rather. Pickup of 11 for Isaiah Williams, who has gone over 100 yards in the last 3 games for Illinois. Was, in fact, the first Illini to go over 100 yards from scrimmage this season against Iowa. Looking downfield is Paddock, but it is dropped. The ball is dropped by Henry Boyer, or Tanner Arkin, rather. Tanner Arkin had the ball right in his hands and dropped it. That is an unfortunate, very unfortunate for Illinois. Tanner Arkin was wide open on a flea flicker attempt. I mean, John Paddock handed the ball off to Reggie Love. Back to Isaiah Williams. Isaiah Williams pitched it back to Paddock. They're looking for Casey Washington down the field. Reggie didn't have it. And then Arkin could not make the grab. Reggie Love gets the carry on 2nd and 10. He'll only get a yard. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 after the Tanner Arkin drop.
1 yard gain on the play.
Tanner Arkin only had 1 reception this entire season before that. It was a touchdown against Wisconsin for homecoming. Now all of a sudden, Illinois has a 3rd and 9 from the Northwestern 41. Paddock 3 to his left, 1 to his right, and Pat Bryant. He's under pressure. He's going to look for Bryant. It's a catch by Bryant. Did he have the first down? It looks like he's going to be a yard short, so it'll be a gain of 8 as Pat Bryant tried to get the first down of the comeback route, but could not get there. And Barry Lundy is keeping his offense on the field on a 4th and 1.
4th down and 1 for the Illini.
So they're not going to send out Griffin for what would be about a 50-yard field goal. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 1. Let's see if we see the signature run up the middle here from Barry Lundy. Paddock signals Isaiah Williams in motion. Reggie Love has the first down. A hole right up the middle. And he'll end up getting about 6 on the play. Nice run there from Reggie Love. And the Illini have a 1st down and 10 from the Northwestern 27-yard line. They are going to call it a 6-yard gain for Reggie Love before he is tackled by Bryce Gallagher. New set of downs for Illinois as Paddock will delay handoff to Reggie Love. He has a hole. Reggie Love up the middle. He gets to the Northwestern 13. Great run from Reggie Love. 13-yard rush for Reggie Love, and the Illini are into the red zone for the first time today. This is where Illinois needs to come through. 1st and 10 from the Northwestern 13. As Reggie Love is now up to 43 yards rushing on 10 carries. Aiden Laughley into the game now for Illinois. Joining John Paddock in the backfield. He's to Paddock's right. Hand off to Laughley. He has a gap in the middle, but a good tackle by Northwestern's Rod Hurd, who shot the gap right up the middle. If he hadn't got there, Laughley could have made a dash for the end zone. So great tackle by the senior nickelback from Farmington Hills, Michigan for Northwestern, Rod Hurd. 64 total tackles coming into this game, as well as 45 solo tackles. 2nd and 6 for Illinois from the 9. John Paddock in the shotgun. He's looking to his left. He's going for Casey Washington in the end zone. Casey Washington, 50-50 ball is caught for a touchdown. What a throw, what a catch by Casey Washington. John Paddock was challenging Northwestern and Thayer Johnson. And Casey Washington snags it over Johnson's head. Illinois is on the board in the end zone for the first time today. And Caleb Griffin's going to try to make this a 14-10 ball game here in just a moment. Casey Washington's 2nd career receiving touchdown. And he snags it over Johnson's head. That was a beautiful play by Casey Washington to snag that ball. Illinois fans know it. Casey Washington is a guy who can always come down with those 50-50 balls. And he does so there. Fantastic catch by Casey Washington. Technically the 3rd touchdown of his career, but his 2nd receiving touchdown. Griffin puts it through the uprights, and Illinois has their 10th point of the game. 14-10 as Illinois goes 57 yards down the field in 9 plays. And then John Paddock throws his 7th touchdown pass of the season, finding Casey Washington in the left corner of the end zone. New life for the Illini. And their defense will look to try and make a stand when we come back from Memorial Stadium. Illinois is right back into this game as John Paddock leads his offense down the field in 9 plays and 57 yards. And of course, he tosses one to one of his favorite targets, Casey Washington, in the left corner of the end zone. A 9-yard touchdown pass between Paddock and Washington as A.J. Henning is going to return the kickoff from Olano. He'll get it out past the 20, out to the 23-yard line. And Northwestern is going to start an offense before its 25-yard line.
3 yards on the return. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So Ben Bryant and company back on the field. Let's see if Aaron Henry's defense can make some adjustments here. Northwestern's offense has made it look pretty easy so far in the last 2 drives. As Ben Bryant and company back out there. Bryant under center with Cam Porter in the backfield. He's motioning Cam Johnson. It's going to be a handoff to Porter. He goes to the outside. Tyler Strain is the first person there. They're going to call a holding on Northwestern, though. That seemed pretty obvious. Yep, it's going to be a holding Northwestern, so that will make it 1st and 20. They're going to call the holding on Cam Johnson, who was trying to block the edge. But Cam Johnson got a hold of Tyler Strain. And that'll back up Northwestern 10 yards. So 1st and 20 now for the Wildcats from their own 13. This is where the Illini defense can take advantage of this with Northwestern pinned deep in its own territory. Joseph Hyman, the second in the backfield for Northwestern. Bryant looks over the middle. He has a reception to Charlie Mangieri, one of his tight ends. He'll gain 5 on the play.
Pass complete to Charlie Mangieri.
Mangieri looked like he was brought down at first by Gabe Akis and Dylan Rosiak. 2nd and 15 for Northwestern after the 5-yard gain to Mangieri. Oh, just over 8 to play here in quarter number 2. Cam Porter back in the backfield with Ben Bryant. Bryant takes the snap. He's under pressure. Johnny Newton gets home. Johnny Newton could not be contained by the Northwestern offensive line. He got right by Josh Thompson, the right tackle, and Johnny Newton brings down Ben Bryant all the way back to the Northwestern 7-yard line. 3rd and 26 for Northwestern as Johnny Newton wreaks havoc once again. He'll pick up his sixth and a half total sack. His sack count on the season up to 6.5 total now after his first sack of this game. Had one earlier, but it was negated due to the holding penalty against Tyler Strain. Hand off to Cam Porter as Northwestern's looking to gain back some yards. And he'll be brought down by Tyler Strain. Northwestern will have to punt deep in its own territory. Cam Porter brought down at the 14. So a gain of 7 on the play. And Hunter Renner will come back out for Northwestern to punt for the 2nd time.
Hunter Renner in punt formation for the Wildcats. Isaiah Williams deep for the Illini.
Renner's first punt went 38 yards. And his second punt is going to go a little bit longer. Isaiah Williams signaling everyone off it. And the punt will stay in Northwestern territory. So Illinois will retain possession at the Northwestern 47-yard line. Another great chance for Illinois to potentially now take the lead in this one, as John Paddock and company will head back out for another offensive possession when we come back from Memorial Stadium. 14-10 Northwestern. Thank you for tuning in today on this Saturday. Will Charlton here with you on my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're listening along right now. 6:29 to go in the second quarter. As Illinois now looking to take the lead for the first time in this game. John Paddock and company will start from the Northwestern 47. Joined by Reggie Love in the backfield. He's going to look to his left. Has Casey Washington down the sideline, but will just throw it away over his head. He thought he might be filling the gap in Northwestern zone coverage there, but instead, John Paddock decided to get rid of the ball. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 for Illinois after the incompletion. John Paddock now 9 for 12 for 60 yards after that incompletion. He motions over Isaiah Williams to his left. Brings Williams back. It's a handoff to Williams, who cuts it up the middle. Williams going to be stopped just past the line of scrimmage by a whole bunch of Wildcats at the front. Looks like the first one to get to him was Reginald Pearson for Northwestern, one of the defensive linemen.
R.J. Pearson with the stop.
R.J. Pearson there as well. So now 3rd and 8 for Illinois from the Northwestern 45. Paddock needs a completion here. He gets Northwestern to jump. Go downfield, John. He's looking for Washington. Washington catches it along the sidelines. He has it. Casey Washington. My goodness, what a grab by the senior from Pflugerville, Texas, celebrating Senior Day today here at Memorial Stadium. All the way down to the Northwestern 27-yard line. Of course, decline this penalty as Illinois now looking to keep this drive alive and maybe end up in the end zone. A passing catch of 18 yards between Paddock and Washington. And Washington now up to 27 yards receiving. Trips left for John Paddock as he has Reggie Love in his backfield. Washington's coming in motion. It's a fake handoff. Looking for the wheel route to Reggie Love. Not there. Check down to Tip Ryman. And he'll gain a handful. He gets brought down by Bryce Gallagher for the Wildcats after the gain of about 6. Going to give him 5 on it, actually. So 2nd and 5 now for Illinois. They'll have the ball in this position at the Northwestern 22. In motion goes Jared Batty. Reggie Love gets the handoff. Reggie Love has a hole. He cuts back inside, and it's down at the 9. Great run for Reggie Love once again. And he'll pick up some nice chunk yardage there. 1st and goal for Illinois. Handoff to Love, but he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He might have even lost a yard there, and he did. So after the 13-yard rush for Love, they go right back to him, and he loses a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal for the 10 now for Illinois. The Illini looking to take the lead here with over 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Wide receivers for Illinois in the game right now: Casey Washington, Pat Bryant, and then tight end Tanner Arkin. Washington in motion. Paddock looks for him. Going back the other way, but he gets sacked. Northwestern gets in the backfield right away. And there to take down John Paddock was Jalen Pate, who got right around the edge immediately and put John Paddock in pressure. That is a costly thing to have happen to Illinois there, as they're now back at the Northwestern 19-yard line. So now 3rd and goal for the 19. What do you do if you're Illinois? Do you take an end zone shot, or do you just try to make it a more manageable field goal? John Paddock in the shotgun. He's going to look that way. Has Henry Boyer down at the 7-yard line, but it won't be enough for the end zone, of course. Or that's Griffin Moore, rather.
11-yard gain on the play.
So Griffin Moore will pick up 11 on the pass and catch, but it will not result in a touchdown, of course, and the Illini are going to send out their field goal team. So Caleb Griffin will come on for the second time for a field goal. And this will be a short little chip shot. 24-yarder for Caleb Griffin. Looking for his 13th field goal of the season. Hugh Robertson to hold it. Kick is up, and it is through. So Caleb Griffin makes this a 1-point game. The Illini cannot find the end zone, but still do get points on this drive. But a good stand by the Northwestern defense. Jalen Pate sacking John Paddock and making a touchdown. Very unlikely, as Griffin Moore could not get in to the orange turf. And the Wildcats stay up by 1. 14-13 Northwestern after the Illinois scoring drive. 2 minutes and 19 seconds of play here in quarter number 2 from Memorial Stadium. Illinois goes 41 yards in 9 plays, rather. Just over 4 minutes taken off the game clock, but it only ends in a field goal, as Northwestern still leads at 14-13, and the Wildcats will be getting the ball back. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the second quarter. David Alano kicking off for Illinois. Anthony Tias and A.J. Henning ready to receive it for Northwestern. Alano's kick is up. It's booted. Henning will have a chance to return it. Catches it out about the 5, and he'll only get out to the 20.
A.J. Henning on the return.
He was stopped right away by Kenana Odaluga.
Stop by number 37, Solo Turner. 60 yards on the return. Where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Solo Turner on the tackle. Not Odaluga, my mistake. So Northwestern 1st and 10 from its own 20. Handoff to Joseph Hyman.
Joseph Hyman the carry.
And Hyman will get about 5. Gets past the 25, so they're going to call it a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for Northwestern. Ben Bryant, shotgun once again. He's looking to his left. He is going for Kurtz, and Kurtz will have the reception on the sidelines.
To Bryce Kurtz.
Bryce Kurtz. Nice reception there from Ben Bryant. A gain of 11. That'll bring up first down for Northwestern from the 37. Northwestern trying to find themselves in the scoring category once again before the first half ends. Ben Bryant at the shotgun. It's going to be a screen pass out to Hyman, and Seth Coleman had none of it. Great work by Seth Coleman to maintain the edge and make sure Hyman could not escape. It's a loss of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 13 for Northwestern. Oh, just under a minute 30 to go here in half number 2. Ben Bryant under pressure, and Kurtz cannot hold on to the nearly intercepted by Miles Scott. Bryce Kurtz had it, but then it escaped his grasp. So a minute 21 to go, and it's a 3rd and 13 for Northwestern. If the ball stays in bounds here, and Northwestern does not pick up the first down, if you're Matt Bielema, you have to call a timeout. You have 2 left. Give your offense a chance to maybe take the lead before the half is over. 3rd and 13 for Northwestern from its own 34. Bryant's looking down the sidelines. Picked off by Miles Scott. Miles Scott has it on the sideline. 20, 10, end zone touchdown. Miles Scott. Pick 6. Only the 6th interception of the season for the Illinois defense. They ranked last in interceptions in the Big Ten with only 5 coming into this week, and Miles Scott takes it to the house. Ben Bryant tried it down the sideline, was looking for Kurtz, or A.J. Henning rather, and Miles Scott was there to clean it up. Let's remember, Miles Scott had the pick 6 against Toledo. That's his 2nd pick 6 of the season, and Illinois is on top. Caleb Griffin looking to make it a 20-14 game. The extra point is up, and it's good. Caleb Griffin knocks it through, but Miles Scott takes it to the house from past the 50-yard line, all the way down the sidelines, and into the end zone. Illinois defense strikes. Fantastic work by Miles Scott and the Illini. And the home team is on top for the first time today. 55-yard pick 6. (20-14) Illinois. 17 straight unanswered points for the Illini, and they have found some life against their in-state rivals. 1:09 to play here in half number 1. As Alano will kick off. That was an unexpected turn of events. Miles Scott comes through once again for Illinois. And Alano boots it deep. Northwestern's calling for a fair catch that goes out of the end zone. Bryce Kurtz was who was back deep for Northwestern there, not A.J. Henning. So Northwestern will start from its own 25. And Ben Bryant and company will come back onto the field. For Bryant, that is his 5th interception of the season. He threw one last week against Purdue as well in that 23-15 win. So now 1:09 to go. Northwestern still has all 3 timeouts. They'll have 1st and 10 from its own 25. And the referees are going to call their own timeout for a second. Not too sure what this is about. Oh, they spotted the ball in the wrong place, so they're moving it from the far hash to the near side hash, at least where I'm standing, which is on the west side of Memorial Stadium. So depending on where you're watching the game from, which I assume is from this same vantage point, they're had it on the right hash and they move it to the middle of the field. Anthony Tyus has a carry. He cuts it up the middle. Nice run there from Tyus. He'll pick up a first down. Gain of 11 for Tyus. Northwestern does not use one of their 3 timeouts. Not too sure why. As Bryant and the offense looking to get some stuff going here before halftime. Nice grab by Cam Johnson past the sticks. That's another gain of 11. And Cam Johnson
12-yard gain on the play.
will have his 4th catch as Bryant is going to scramble. He has room right up the middle. Northwestern all of a sudden is in field goal range. 3 plays, and Northwestern is within the Illinois 40. 37 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Northwestern is not going to snap it as Illinois calls a timeout to slow things down. Interesting. And Northwestern is just moving it down the field with ease there as Ben Bryant had no one look at him on that last run. They're calling it a 15-yard run all the way down to the Illinois 37. So 33 seconds to go, and Northwestern is on the verge of field goal range, might even be in field goal range. Their place kicker, Jack Olson, has a long of 47 this season, so from where they are right now, that's not exactly his range, but if they don't gain any more yards, it'd be about a 52 to 54-yarder, depending on where Olson lines up from. Usually it's about 7 yards behind the center. Or I guess in that case it'd be the long snapper. But 1st and 10 for Northwestern from the Illinois 37. Bryant with Tice in the backfield. Bryant looking to his right. He's going to throw for the sidelines. He has Kurtz. And Northwestern 4 plays into this drive, and they are knocking on Illinois' red zone. They're down to the 21. 16-yard passing catch between Bryant and Kurtz, and the Wildcats are moving. Illinois defense, wake up. 1st and 10, once again. Bryant out to his left, has A.J. Henning on a screen pass, and Henning will pick up about 3 before he gets shoved out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete, so Henning never had a good grasp on it. So the pass to Henning incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's the first time Northwestern has to gain over 11 yards in a play this whole drive. Much less gain yards on a play. Well, they're well in field goal range now. So if you're Illinois, you're just hoping to hold Northwestern to a field goal. We're going to put 25 seconds back on the game clock. It was down to 22 after the incompletion, even though it was called complete for a second. That pass did indeed look like it was not completed. But they're going to take a look at this. They're going to check and see if it was. So while they take a look at this, we'll step aside for a moment. Northwestern is knocking on the door to try and stop this Illinois unanswered point streak. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. So they reversed the call. It was actually called a completed catch on the field. A.J. Henning got his hands underneath the ball to grab it, but it was actually a loss of yardage on the play. So 2nd and 12 for Northwestern coming up. So if anything, that was maybe a good thing for Illinois that it was called a completion. 2nd and 12 from the Illinois 23-yard line for Ben Bryant and company. Northwestern looking to get back on the board for the first time since early on the second quarter. Bryant over the middle has Cam Johnson. He's brought down within the Illinois 5.
Pass completes to Cam Johnson.
Zachary Toby on the tackle, and Northwestern's going to call their last time out of the half with 19 seconds to go. They are 3 yards away from retaking the lead into halftime. They have just marched down the field with ease on this drive. They've made it look simple. I mean, Illinois secondary, where have you been? So it'll be 1st and goal from the 3. After the 20-yard passing catch between Bryant and Johnson. Johnson now 4 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Bryant now 12 for 17 with 104 yards, a touchdown and an interception. "19 seconds to go. Northwestern has the ball at the Illinois 3. Anthony Tice in the backfield with Ben Bryant. Bryant takes the snap, handoff to Tice. He makes one tackler missing Keith Randolph, and Tice, no signal yet. Is he into the end zone? Or they're saying Illinois might have caused a fumble and they got the ball.
Anthony Tice, the ball carrier.
Illinois was signaling that they have the ball. The ball looked out on the replay. And they're going to call it a touchdown for Northwestern. So they're going to say that Tice got in the end zone before he dropped the ball. Oh, so the ball was fumbled and recovered by Northwestern in the end zone. So they're going to take a look at this, of course. But the crowd seems very sure that Illinois got on that ball in the end zone. If that's the case, that would be a touchback, and Illinois would still be up 20-14 into the second half. Tice definitely fumbled that before the end zone. There's no doubt about that. It looks like if anyone might have got to it at first, it was Dylan Rosiak. Seth Coleman got his arms in there as well, so it's going to be hard to tell. But since it was called a fumble recovery by Northwestern in the end zone, it's going to be hard to overturn that, I feel like. Well, we'll see what happens when the referees get off the replay screen, and I'll let you know what the call is when we come back. As of right now, it's 20-20 as Northwestern has just tied the game. The call on the field stands. Dylan Rosiak forced the fumble of Anthony Tice, but Illinois could not recover it. So Northwestern falls on it in the end zone, and they have a chance to retake the lead. They score their first point since early on this quarter and end the Illinois 17-0 unanswered streak. Olsen to try for the extra point. It's up, and it is through. So Northwestern retakes the lead. They're up 21-20 with 8 seconds to go here in the first half. And the fans here are not pleased with the call. So Northwestern has scored their most points against Illinois in the last 3 years now already, with these 21. And with 8 seconds to go, I mean, you have to imagine that Illinois will probably just take a knee and send it into halftime. Of course, it depends where Kenari Wilcher returns the kicks to, but we have seen a very nice return out of Wilcher so far. He had a 36-yard return that led to the first Illinois touchdown of the game. As Jack Olson is going to boot it away. A reminder, Northwestern does get the ball to start the second half, so they will have a chance to add on to this 1-point lead out of halftime. Olson boots it away. Squib kick up the middle. And it is picked up by Tip Ryman. He'll just take a knee. And Illinois will have it at 25. With 7 seconds to go, and I have to imagine this will just be a take a knee and send it into the half situation for John Paddock. And the Illini are just in a kneeling formation. So John Paddock will snap it, and he'll send it into halftime with a knee. So after Northwestern went up 14-3, Illinois found a way to score 17 unanswered points, but then Northwestern marched down the field incredibly quickly. They score a touchdown, their third of the game, behind Anthony Tice rushing it in, technically. And the Wildcats lead this one 21-20 heading into the break. Northwestern will get the ball to start the second half, and we'll be back in just about 19 minutes for half number 2. Once again, Northwestern's up 21-20 in the Land of Lincoln rivalry. Don't go anywhere. Keep listening. We'll be back in just a bit from Memorial Stadium.